The water came at night. In the village of Kaminwala, under a black sky heavy with monsoon clouds, the sound was the first warning, a low, grinding roar like an approaching freight train. Then, without mercy, the Sutlej broke free. A wall of muddy water crashed through village streets, sweeping away carts, motorcycles, and livestock in a single surge. Families woke to chaos, doors ripped from hinges, walls crumbled like paper. People scrambled onto rooftops as the river turned their homes into islands. In Sialkot, it was even worse. One woman, Iman Salim, described how the water climbed above her chest inside her own house. "We thought it would stop," she said, "but it kept coming. It never stopped." By dawn, entire neighborhoods were gone, not damaged, gone. Streets disappeared under a brown ocean of debris and sewage. The Punjab province, the beating agricultural heart of Pakistan, had become a labyrinth of water channels. And this was only the beginning. In just days, the August floods had forced more than 1 million people into crisis, swallowing fields, villages, and roads. Officials and relief agencies are calling it the worst flooding Punjab has seen in nearly 4 decades. But what makes this flood different isn't just the destruction. It's the way it happened, and the terrifying forces behind it. First, the skies opened with monsoon rains heavier than anything in recent memory. Rainfall soared far beyond normal, over 25% above last year's levels. These weren't gentle showers. They were torrents, fueled by unstable air masses pulling moisture from the Arabian Sea. Each passing day meant more water dumping into rivers already stretched to their limits. The great rivers of Punjab, Sutlej, Ravi, Chenab, are lifelines for millions. But when lifelines overflow, they turn lethal. These rivers swelled to dangerous superflood levels, and then the unthinkable happened. Water releases from upstream dams in India. After days of relentless rain, reservoirs in Indian Punjab reached critical limits. Gates opened. A surge raced downstream into Pakistan, and officials say the releases came without adequate warning from India. Pakistani officials accused India of water aggression. India denied wrongdoing, saying the releases prevented dam failures. But for villagers downstream, politics didn't matter. All they saw was a wave they couldn't outrun. Picture standing on your rooftop, watching a river eat your entire world, fields you planted, walls you built, roads that tied you to life, gone beneath churning brown water. That's what tens of thousands faced in the last week of August. Over 1,400 villages submerged in Punjab. Crops destroyed, livestock drowned by the thousands. The financial toll, billions in damages. This wasn't a freak accident. Scientists have warned for years that Pakistan's vulnerability to floods is climbing. 2 words: climate chaos. Rising global temperatures have turbocharged the South Asian monsoon, making rainfall more erratic and extreme. Add melting Himalayan glaciers, ice that normally trickles into rivers gradually, but now gushes faster under heat waves, and you have rivers swollen before the first raindrop falls. Punjab, with its flat plains and dense farming, becomes a massive bowl. When it fills, there's nowhere for the water to go. Hundreds of thousands crammed into relief camps, bridges shattered, entire districts cut off. And in those stagnant waters, another danger was already creeping in. But while the plains drowned slowly in the northern mountains, water didn't rise. It attacked. The mountains broke the night. In mid-August, as Punjab reeled from swelling rivers, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa was hit by something even more savage. In Buner, a cloudburst, more than 150 millimeters of rain in a single hour, slammed into hillsides that had never seen such wrath. The sky roared, branches snapped. Before dawn, torrents of mud, water, and debris barreled down like living battering rams, burying homes and families where they slept. At least 337 people were killed across KP, around 207 deaths in Buner alone, a toll that climbed higher as rescue crews dug through mud and shattered walls. Survivors tell it in gasps and broken sentences. In Mingora, Swat, people raced for rooftops, clambering onto corrugated iron as water rushed beneath. Everything happened in seconds, as if a dam had burst, said one survivor. We were lucky it was morning. Homes vanished in a heartbeat. Roads collapsed. What remained dripped with death and mud. In Buner, the disaster cut deeper than numbers. Nur Muhammad's story reads like a nightmare. He arrived home from Malaysia for his wedding, only to attend 24 funerals. His mother, siblings, relatives, all swept away in the same monsoon surge. This wasn't drama. It was reality, spliced with horror. The flash floods didn't just kill, they shattered systems. Mountain roads turned to quicksand, isolating entire valleys. Electricity, water supply, mobile networks vanished under torrents. Rescue agencies, Rescue 1-1-2-2, provincial teams, raced against time but found their efforts thwarted by collapsed bridges, crumbling slopes, and raging rivers. Then, amid the chaos, tragedy struck again. A Mi-17 helicopter, assigned to drop emergency food and medical aid into Bajaur, lost contact while flying